Hello there. My name is Tim Stewart, aka TalkManTalk, speaking to inspire. I'm a speaker, author, and coach, and I'm here today with Miss YaYa Diamond.
Yeah! Hey! Yeah, yeah, diamonds, dream chasers, we won't wait. Subscribe today before it's too late. Inspiration flowing just like the breeze. Chase your dreams and feel at ease.
Be good. Be very good.
I'm accomplishing it. Yay. Yeah. I'm being good. I'm being good. I'm being good. I'm good. Never mind. All right. My name is YaYa Diamond, and I am the host and founder of Dream Chasers Radio right here, wherever you may be watching. Okay. And we have an amazing guest today. As a matter of fact, I had him on before. I have to find that interview because I'm sure that it is still up today. According to whoever has been watching it. I mean, he is inspirational. Go figure. I knew I saw his face from somewhere before. And his name. I shouldn't forget his name. His name is the same as my brother's name. It's Timothy. Timothy. Hey.
How you
I want
doing?
to I want to welcome you to the show. Thank you so much for joining me again.
Yes, thank you. It's so good to see you again, and I just want to applaud the work that you do. It is truly inspiring and encouraging, and giving me the opportunity to do this interview with you. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you. I'm getting like all this love lately. I feel all loved and stuff. You guys
Yeah.
got me blushing. Thank you. Timothy, you've been busy too. You've
Oh
gotten some
yes.
stuff done. Look at this. Look at this,
Yeah, look at
Timothy.
oh
Oh
amazing.
my
Look at that.
gosh.
Yeah.
Unlock your greatness. 12 keys to successful college life and beyond. That's important. I remember, you know what? I'm gonna have to tell you, Timothy, I literally walked into this place today and I went inside and I went, college. I mean, it smelled like college.
Wow.
It just smelled.
Wow.
You ever walk into a place and go, oh my gosh. This is
Yes.
like my youth all over again. That's exactly what happened to me today.
Wow. That's amazing.
College college is so, so, so important. It's like that transition between childhood and adulthood that you go through, and it's like a lot of growing up to do. It's kinda like adolescence, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, all over again.
it is.
What what made you or why did you decide to do this? I mean, because we can go to college at any moment, but
Right.
college in our youth, that's special.
Well, here's the thing. I've been in college admissions for over 20 years now. If you
Mm,
remember my last show, my story is,
yes.
I dealt with substance abuse for over 30 years of my life. And, when I first started my process of my journey of being clean and sober, I landed into this position of college admissions. So I've been
Mhm.
clean and sober now for 22 years, and I've
Wow.
been in college admissions for 20 years. And what I discovered, Yaya, is a lot of the pain, the hurt, the feelings, the emotions that I experienced in active addiction. I kept hearing these same emotions.
Mm,
The I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. What is my gift? And I kept hearing it. And I said, you know what? I felt the same way. And I
wow.
kept using, right? And it wasn't until I really discovered my purpose, my gift, really,
Mhm.
which is speaking, that my life changed. Because now I knew where to go. I knew what path I should be on. I knew what roads wouldn't take me there, right?
Wow.
Because purpose, right? It all starts with purpose. And you mentioned the college experience. Well, what I have seen over the last 20 years, it's not a pleasant experience for a lot of people.
No.
And
No.
so that was the purpose behind, creating this program, this course, Unlock Your Greatness, because I discovered over the years, every human, trapped inside of every human, is greatness.
Mm. Mm-mm.
But many people fail to discover it.
Mhm.
And because our society doesn't promote that. It
Yeah.
says, you know, in a lot of cases, you know, this family lineage, this is what we did, or society says you should do this or you should do that. But what's really going to give us the greatest degree of fulfillment is when we discover our purpose.
You know, wow. I was talking about that today. Just, I mean, you brought back like my whole morning was just focused on that
Yeah,
and just that greatness aspect. And congratulations on being free of a bondage that a lot of people have trouble getting free of.
yeah,
And that's hard within itself. That's a whole lifetime of just congratulations right there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And, you know, so many people experience those same emotions because really addiction is not about a substance. It's about a behavior. It's about a way of thinking.
Yeah.
And nobody really escapes that. We all land here knowing nothing. We learn
Mm,
everything after we get here, right?
yeah.
And so when we see, you know, especially what's happening in our future generations, the lives of our future generations, we
Wow.
we kind of not served them best in helping them identify why they're here.
Mhm.
And I think that, you know, when I say purpose, I want to describe purpose. I want to define it um, as the original intent for our creation.
Mhm.
Right? Purpose gives us a sense of value. It's our source of significance.
Mhm.
And see, if I don't know my value, Miss Diamond,
Mm.
then I certainly don't know yours, and I'll take your life.
Yeah.
So when we get to the root, you know, and I look, we have a lot of well structured programs on this planet, a lot of good strategies. This course goes to the foundation, right?
Mhm.
It it teaches a person to identify their gift so that they can discover their purpose. And then I teach 12 principles to protect that gift and safeguard that purpose. I was just listening the other day to the radio, and I was listening, and 𝐼𝐾 was playing, and it's like, wow, you know, what a gift, man! That brother's so talented. You know,
Yeah.
he identified his gift, and he discovered his purpose, and he served it to the world, which is the formula for success, by the way. But
Mhm.
he didn't have the 12 principles to protect it,
Mm, mm, mm.
and so this program, this course is designed to help an individual identify their gift, discover their purpose, and then protect it with 12 principles to inner peace and common unity.
Hmm. Wow. Wow. That's wow. So, because many students struggle with stress and being overwhelmed, especially in college, even in high school.
Yeah,
Life. How does your program help them manage the stress effectively?
because when we know why we're here, right? Like, okay, for instance, if your needle is on E in your car, you know exactly what to do. You
Mhm.
got to get to a gas station. But if you don't know what to do, that's when stress hits the scene, right?
Mhm.
When we don't know what to do. You know, in the many cases, what I've discovered is a lot of people they go to college based on a economic type of scenario, the money they can make, or what someone else thought that they should do, and then
Mhm.
they try this and they try that and they try this and they spend time and they spend money, and now they're frustrated, right?
Mm,
Because
mhm.
they woke up. They may even have a degree. You know, 60% of the people who graduate from college, a traditional college or university, 60% of those people are doing something different than what they went to school for. So that
Mhm.
tells us that they didn't really know. And 33% don't even get to graduation, right?
Mm,
And
mm,
so
mm.
when we don't know how to handle situations and circumstances, that's where the stress comes in.
Mm,
Um, this course is designed to help that high school person or freshman identify their gift. What is their true passion? And we
mhm.
go through these 12 principles to identify that. Now, and really, you know, I ask a lot of people, Miss Diamond, what is the formula for success? And do you know, I'm telling you, every day I ask that same question, and a lot of people don't know. Now, It's inherent in the human spirit to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful. That's inherent. But most people don't know the formula. But I'm gonna share it on the show so that people who watch it can know exactly it's the same for 8 billion people on this planet.
Hmm.
Discover your gift, train that gift. It could be a passion, potential, and then serve it to the world.
That's it.
That's going to give any human being the greatest degree of fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what the world is going to do for us when we serve them our trained gift?
What they gonna do?
Pay us. Yeah, you ever heard of a guy named Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Tom Brady,
Okay,
Elvis
come
Presley?
on, come on.
And look, Michael Jackson did it so well, he is gone, and they still trying to pay him.
I know, right? Oh my
Right?
gosh.
And so that's the formula for success. People say, work hard. Well, I know a lot of broke people work hard. So that's not it. It's discovering, you know, our creator created nothing without a gift trapped inside of it. Nothing.
Yeah.
A bird comes here with a gift of flight. Nobody puts
Mm-hmm.
flight in a bird. A fish comes here with a gift to swim. A mango seed. Check this out, Miss Diamond. A mango seed. What is the gift trapped inside of a mango seed?
Sweetness.
You say sweet. Well, that's the gift of the mango.
Right.
The gift of the seed is a mango tree.
That's right.
Now here's what's so unique about that seed.
Life.
You can sit that seed on your kitchen counter and it'll sit there for 35 years and the tree will remain trapped inside of the seed. It
Go
won't come
figure.
out. It's in the wrong environment.
Mm-mm-mm.
Take that same seed, drop it in some soil, give it some moisture and sunlight, boom, here comes a tree that was
Yes.
trapped inside of the seed. So
Mm-mm-mm.
environments matter.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Environments matter. And so it's getting back to these basic principles. And I want to define a principle so that we can, have uh, an effective conversation so that we're on the same page. So we
Mm-hmm.
define principle as a fundamental law that guides our decision making process, empowering us to live a lifestyle of integrity and morality.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it again. A principle is a fundamental law that guides our decision making process, empowering us to live a lifestyle of integrity and morality. Law gets a bum rap, but Miss Diamond, everything was created by law, functions by law, and exists on law.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Law is the foundation for creation.
Yeah.
And what we have in our society and economy today, we have a lot of chaos and confusion. And what does law do?
Mm.
It creates order. See, we have a
Yeah.
lot of disorder, even
Mm-hmm.
internally. These 12 principles help with the disorder. They help create order within ourselves. Because, see, when I'm at peace, I ain't trying to hurt nobody, and
I
certainly
know.
ain't trying to hurt me.
I know that's right. Hello. Hello.
So, we are reaching out to colleges and universities,
Mm-hmm.
looking to get our course in their freshman packets. So, and even high school students, we're working with some high school districts as well. So they can kind of start to identify what is my gift? What is my true passion?
Mm-hmm.
So they can discover their purpose. So when they get to college, they can make a decision. Okay, I know this is what I'm supposed to be. See,
Right.
leadership, we 21st century leadership is different than what it's been in the past.
Oh, I know.
21st century leadership is that everybody is a leader in their area of gifting.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Michael Jordan is a leader in basketball. Tiger Woods is a leader in golf. Serena Williams is a leader in tennis. So everybody is a leader in their area of gifting. So if we never discover our gifting, we never step into our position of leadership. We
Mm.
have the ability. We
Yeah.
came here with it. It's inherent. It's the mentality. It's the mentality that must match the ability for us to see the success we were meant to live or have, by being here.
Wow. Wow. Do you have like an example of any college student that has taken your program and succeeded with it?
Oh yes, and there's quite a few, but I'll name one. His name is Alex, and he actually gave us a really nice testimony where he was very confused about what it was he wanted to do. He was told by a lot of different people what he should do, but he didn't know exactly what he wanted to do himself. His
Mhm.
family, had been in accounting, and he was told that you're going to be an accountant. But deep at night, late at night, right? He's like he wants to draw. And he's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. So he suppressed that
Mm.
because everybody else said, hey, you are going to be an accountant. That was the expectation.
Yeah.
And once he took our course, he said, you know what? Now we coach people through this process of having that conversation with those who support them, saying,
Mhm.
"Look, I know that this is what you feel or think that I should do, but here's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm good at. Here's what my passion is." And when we have those mature, intelligent type of conversations, because other people know it, they can
Yeah.
see it, right?
Mhm.
What your gift is. A lot of times, other people see it before we see it, right?
Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
look, I'm tell you a quick story, Yaya.
Mhm.
So I was 45 years old before I discovered my gift, right?
Wow.
I had been, around the world. I've been in the military, went to college, I, dealt with substance abuse for over, almost 30 years. And now I got 5 years clean. I had never been clean that long. And
Mm.
one morning I said, wow, because I didn't think I was going to make it out, right? 12
Mm.
times I went to rehab, 12 times, right?
Wow.
It's like, and so I said, well, what am I going to do now? And I had this revelation. You always like sharing information. Why don't you be a speaker?
Mm.
And I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I do. And so I've always been a Michael Jordan fan, right? And so when Mike came in the league, he was jump man jump. I said, I'm gonna be talk man talk.
That's it right
Right?
there.
And so at the same time I had an epiphany. And I remember being back in first and second and third grade. I can remember it like it happened yesterday, man. I get goosebumps when I think about it. And I remember being in first, second, and third grade, being sent to the chalkboard to put my nose in a circle with my hands behind my back. They don't do that nowadays. But guess what I stayed in trouble for?
What?
Talking. I had the gift when I got here. Just like the bird, just like the fish, just like the mango seed.
My
It
God.
stayed in me until I was 45 years old. But once I had that discovery, I have not stopped. That is my purpose.
Mm-mm.
That's my passion. You can wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, stand me in front of 3,000 people, give me a microphone, I get down like James Brown.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. I have to go back and I have to say I was in the corner or with the chalk in my hand. I will not talk during class.
I remember that. Yes. Yeah.
100 times. I will not talk during class. Oh
And
my gosh.
I
I
wrote that
remember
so
that.
much. Yeah.
I did
And
too.
on
I
my
was like,
report,
I.
yeah, on my report card, it's like, he's an AB student, but he just talk all the time. See, my parents didn't recognize that. They didn't say, you know what? That's this boy's gift. Right?
Mhm.
They now they could only teach me what they knew. And
Yeah.
I came from farmers, right? And what they taught me was that a man that works hard could have anything he wanted. So that's what
Mhm.
they taught me. They didn't teach me that, hey, let's take your gift. We see that you have a gift of talking and let's train it
Mhm.
so you can serve it to the world. Right. And
Yeah.
that's what we want to do for our younger generations. Man, it's so unfortunate and sad. It hurts me. I'm telling you, it hurts me to my heart to see people, young people, destroying their lives, right? Taking one another's lives because they don't understand. their purpose, because that purpose gives us value. See, you handle a ring that comes out of a Cracker Jack box differently than a 10-carat diamond ring.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? The value, right? That 10-carat diamond ring, you're going to handle it with care. You're going to make sure you know where you put it at. You're not going to put yourself in situations and circumstances and environments that could destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
So when we help our younger generations um, identify their gift so they can discover their purpose, now they know why they're here. Now they know that other people also have a purpose and they know their values, so they won't want to destroy them.
Yeah.
And then these 12 principles: honesty, hope, faith, courage, integrity, willingness, humility, discipline, forgiveness, acceptance, awareness, and gratitude. Those 12 principles also create common unity.
Mm-hmm.
They are valid in every room: the boardroom, the locker room, the living room, the classroom, even the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
For marriages, we can change the fabric of our society. That's what we have today, is a moral decay, a lot of disorder. Everything
Mm-hmm.
we need to fix what's happening in our society today is already here.
Yeah.
We just have to tap into it. And
Oh
it's
my
all going to
God.
start with law and
Mm.
creating order. And these principles help us do that. You know, tell me, where does honesty not, where is honesty not the best policy?
Exactly.
You know, courage and hope. And these principles, I've been practicing them now for 20 years, right? 22 years. And there's not one situation that I ran into that I couldn't apply one of these principles or two of them together and like a waltz, like
Mm-hmm.
honesty and hope and courage and forgiveness, integrity, right? When we start teaching them at a younger age to embed these principles, then that's how they will function. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. You put a lot of thought into this and a lot of time into this.
Yes.
When you look back on everything that you have accomplished so far, what can you say would be the one thing that you're happy that you did in those moments of development?
I didn't stop. I didn't stop. See, I am a product of my own program. And so I
Yeah.
didn't stop because when a person discovers why they're here. You ever see Michael Jordan play basketball? Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's coming down the court.
Fly.
There's 5 guys down there waiting. All of them know what he's going to do, and they can't stop him. You
Uh-uh.
can't stop a person. The only person that can really stop us, and I'm sure you know this, and you've probably said it 1,000 times on your shows, the only person that can stop us is ourselves. Really.
Mhm.
They couldn't stop
Yeah.
Mike.
Mhm.
Couldn't stop him. Everybody knew where the ball was going. Still couldn't stop him.
Dunk.
Yeah, yeah. And
Wow.
so that, and now the gratification is, my gift, right? Of being able to share what I've learned with other people. You know, I thought that the worst thing that could ever happen to a human being is getting addicted to crack.
Mm.
How could this happen to me, man? I've never been a bad guy. You know, my grandmother would take my toys from me when we went to the playground because I would give them away. Right? Why did this happen to me, man?
Mm.
But I know now. I know it was a part of my purpose, right? Because see, I can talk to young people and let them know what it feels like to not know why I'm here. Or I can talk to somebody who's still trapped in, you know, active addiction. And I can tell them, I know what that feels like. Homeless.
Mhm.
I've been homeless, what, 4 times, 5 times?
Mm.
And I know what that feels like. But let me share with you how you can change it.
Yeah.
See, if you've never been homeless, you can't talk to a person and
No.
really understand what they are feeling if you've never been homeless.
Exactly. Wow. Wow. What are some common misconceptions students have about personal development that your program helps to clear up?
Um, that here's one of the biggest ones.
Mhm.
I can do anything I want. And we
Mm.
hear that, right?
You really
And
can't.
no, we can try to do some things, right? But and we might can do it, but we're really only going to be good at what we were gifted to do.
Yeah.
Like my brother, man, he could take stuff apart. I mean, and he started doing that from an early age. When we got our Christmas toys, the first thing he would do is take them apart and put them back together. I'm not like
Uh-huh.
that. I want to go somewhere. I want to dance to the drummers beat. Let's dance.
You
Over
are
showtime,
terrible.
baby.
Oh my god. He's like, we gonna get down. Hey.
That's right. And so I never had that problem. At 14 years old, I won a competition at the state level, and that was a big deal back in the country at
Mhm.
the state level for extemporaneous speaking, where they
Mm.
give you a topic, you have 15 minutes to prepare a speech, and then deliver that speech. But I still didn't know. I didn't know that was my gift.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You bring back so many memories. Like, okay, standing in the chalkboard, not knowing that it's your gift, moving forward, but not really knowing where you're moving forward to until
Yeah.
you really feel it. When you were in that moment and you said, "My goodness, no wonder." What was the first thing you did?
Uh, Man, the first emotion I felt was very grateful. See,
Mhm.
what happened was the drugs and the alcohol was like weeds. It kept me from discovering who I really was, because I was always trying to be somebody else,
Yeah.
right? And I mask it. I could wear a lot of different masks. And the first emotion I felt was gratitude because I felt free. I can be me, right?
Mhm.
And the first person I told was my pastor.
Hmm.
I called him up and I called him Dad. I said, Dad, I know why I'm here. He's like, what you talking about, boy?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh man. That must have been a moment for you though. I
I'll
mean,
never
just to
forget it.
know where you're going.
Yeah, I'll
That's
never forget as long as I live. I mean, it was very defining. And I think, Yaya, if we help our future generations have
Mhm.
that moment of clarity, then we will see them live more productive lives, right?
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's sad, and I don't think we have enough people doing what you do, right? Having shows and platforms like this so people like me can share my story, because that was one of the things that Alex, the guy that gave a testimony for us, um, he says, you know what? I feel so good about the classes and going through the course. I'm telling other people about it. And that's how it works. See? And that's based on the principle. Faith
Yeah.
comes by hearing. So when I share my story with other people and what I've learned, I hear it and it builds my faith.
Mhm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. 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 I I remember getting in trouble for asking too many questions
Yeah.
and,
I've
and
been
not
there.
making sense that you don't make any sense. Why are you asking me why broccoli isn't called pods?
Right.
What the heck, Yaya? It
Yeah.
was like it was like, well, it should be called pods. They're little pods. They're
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
pods. They should be called pods, not broccoli. Who came up with broccoli? Get in the corner.
Well, people like us, we need to understand, right? We have that desire because
Yeah.
we need to understand why. What is it? Why is it that like that? Because I did the same thing. Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? My mom got so mad at me one day. She goes, "Because I
Right, right.
said so."
I said so. Right, right. Exactly. And don't ask me
Yeah.
that no more.
Don't ask me that no more 'cause I said so. That's why. Oh my gosh. Wow. How can people, college students, and I mean even people that are purposefully getting ready to go back to college, because college really never ends, learning never ends. It's
Right.
always, if you're not in the life of college, the school of life, which is
Right.
college, then you're going back to school for college. It's one or the other. What can people do, and how can they get involved in your program?
That's a great question. So, of course, we have the website, unlockyourgreatness.net. Um, all of the information is right there in one location. We even have, our contact numbers there. In today's economy now, nobody answers the phone, but we have somebody answering the phone to ask questions, to get answers to those questions. Um, Even reaching out, to leave a message, and one of our staff members will get back and answer any questions. We're really looking to partner with and collaborate with, as many colleges and universities as we can, because what our program does, it helps increase retention and graduation rates,
Mm,
and it helps, combat campus violence,
mm.
right? Because these 12 principles represent the most powerful government on the planet. You know what that is, Yaya?
What is that, darling?
Self-government.
Mm, mm, mm. Oh
It's the
yeah.
most powerful government on the planet. See, when I govern myself, I don't need policing.
Hmm. You're right. You're right. Wow. Wow. Well, Timothy, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. I see. I was showing people your phone number down there. I hope you don't mind.
No, no, that's what it's there for. Absolutely.
So we have the phone number down here, and I want to go ahead and make that a little bit bigger for you to see. It is 252-359-3769. They also have Facebook, uh, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter that you can contact them. And they also have a chat that you can get in contact with them as well.
Absolutely. Yes.
And so it'll be easy for you guys to find them. And it is unlockyourgreatness.net, unlockyourgreatness.net. You
Yeah.
know, if you had to say to someone in a loving manner, but that they were on the wrong path, kind of like what you were doing with your life, what would you tell them? I mean, that tough love kind of thing.
See, I'll give you an example. Uh, I don't know, you probably have heard this. In the beginning, in the Bible, it says, "In the beginning, the earth was void and without form, and darkness covered the face of the deep." Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what verse 2 says?
What is that?
It didn't say what we would say. We step out and say, "Good God, it's dark out here." He didn't say that. He said, "Let there be light."
That's right.
So when we approach someone who is struggling, we they already know that what they're doing is not serving them well. Trust me, they know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's help you identify your gift. Let's find out what your passion is. Let's talk about that. Or, like a family member may be struggling. The family member, like I remember my grandmother said, with tears in her eyes, "I don't know, but God's gonna bring you out." Right? She spoke that. I kept hearing that.
Mm-mm-mm.
And at one point I said, "Well, I ain't dead yet. Maybe I am gonna come out."
Maybe
So
she is right.
yeah. So to answer your question, speak what you desire, not what you see.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. These some deep words, yo. We're getting real deep in here. But it is true. It is true. Speak what you would like to be, and you will find ways. Your brain will find ways. There will be a moment where you'll have that epiphany, just like Timothy did. Well, oh my gosh, really? I'm a speaker? Well, no wonder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Timothy, thank you again so much for being on the show. I appreciate it so very much for coming back.
Yes, thank you for having me back. It's always been a pleasure. Thank you. I really do appreciate your gifting, and that's I'll end it with this gift. Let's define a gift. Everybody was given a gift for somebody else, right? My gift is not for me. Your gift is not for you. Gift is the inherent capacity to fulfill a function that meets a need in creation. So you got to serve your gift. You got to discover it, train it, and then serve it. And I promise you, look, this program, I guarantee it. As what's his name? Denzel Washington say, and I guarantee it.
Well, that is, yes, definitely. I ain't gonna say nothing else
We good?
because there is nothing really more to say. I should have left it alone. I should have left you just saying that. Just take it off. So definitely, if you miss any part of this interview, please go back and listen to it. It can really change your life. It
Yeah.
really can.
Much love and respect.
Much love and
Peace.
respect, Timothy, and much love and respect to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, go
Yeah,
to that
thank you.
website. Go to that website. It's going to be unlockyourgreatness.net. Again, it's unlockyourgreatness.net. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, Timothy,
Love and respect. Peace out.
love and respect. Peace out. Da, 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 da. Thank you for watching.